my head, and my hair started coming back better than it was before. I kid you not. Look at it. That shit's tight right now.
Welcome back to the Mighty 790, 534 on a Tuesday afternoon, the 8 below. Yes, how do we get things warmed up? How about a little hot stove talk? Talking baseball with the Twins Winter Caravan arriving in Fargo tonight. I'm KFGO Sports Director Dan Hammer, joined by a good part of the Twins contingency, hitting coach Joe Vavra, Twins manager Ron Gardenhire, Twins catcher Drew Butera, and Twins pitcher Jeff Manship. Welcome, gentlemen, back to the tundra. You always bring out the worst when it comes to Mother Nature, Gardy. You know that.
Come on, what, are you kidding me?
You do! Every year when you pull the bus up to the building here, it's nasty outside.
I'm just fired up about the orange balls, okay? Can't wait to stick out my antenna.
Take as many back as you'd like, believe me. Well, how's the road treating you?
It's awesome. You know what? Everywhere we've been, it's been packed. Twins fans everywhere wearing the Twin stuff, and they're fired up, as usual. And it's exciting for us. This is the time of year where you get pumped up. And, you know, you start signing a few guys. The Tommy signing was huge. And you know what? Everybody starts getting pretty fired up.
Joe, how many times have you heard on the trip already? Man, Target Field. That was amazing being there. What a great place.
It is. And, you know, the best part of it is you guys don't get to see. It's the inside where I get to work. And I have two cages right behind our dugout, close to our video room, so it's right there, really accessible.
Yeah. Drew Butera and Jeff Manship are here. Now, Jeff, during the offseason, Justin Renault said, you know, maybe we should move the walls in a little bit, left center to right center. Pitcher's take to that stance would be for Target Field there, Jeff?
I got a huge problem with that.
You like it just the way it is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say prevent the home run best you can.
Yeah.
It's nice seeing him hit home runs, though. But
You're going into a season in which right now there's jobs to be won in the bullpen. Talk about that a little bit.
definitely. I think this is going to be a big year for me. Huge spring training. There's some openings, like you said. I had some free agent signings. So, I mean, this is big for me. I've been working real hard to try to earn one of those spots. I don't think last year I really earned anything yet, so hopefully I can prove myself this year again.
I think maybe Drew Butera, now Gardy or Joe Crickman, this may have been the only player last year in the majors to actually physically catch a home run in the outfield bullpen and then turn around and hit a home run in the same game. Huh?
There's no doubt.
I don't remember anybody else doing that. Drew?
I don't know. I tell you what, I was more excited to catch Jim's home run than hit my first one. Yeah, that was pretty special.
Reflect on your season a little bit, and as you look forward to this season, Drew.
You know what? I had a good time. You know, I got to learn a lot from Joe and from a lot of the other guys and Justin, and you know, it was a good first year for me. I got a lot of experience from watching a lot of Hall of Famers work, and I'm looking forward to this coming year. I learned a lot in the off season. I've been working really hard in the gym and in the cages, so I'm looking forward to what the season has to offer. We got a really good team, a lot of guys coming back, some new free agent signings, so it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We're talking with Twins catcher Drew Butera, pitcher Jeff Manship, hitting coach Joe Vavra, and Twins manager Ron Gardenhire. Hope to see you all over at the venue at the Hub. It's the Twins Winter Caravan, and we're still going to have some tickets available at the door. Gardy, are you comfortable with the stable of candidates that will fill out your bullpen at this point? Are you expecting that then those in-house people are going to be the folks that fill the rest of those holes?
Oh yeah, we got some people coming from some other organizations. The people we have are looked. Tom Powers, he just sent me an email, and he's a writer down there in the Twin Cities, and he's already got my whole roster.
He's got to figure it out.
He sent it all to me. He told me so. He says we don't need to worry about this anymore. This is what you have, and Jeff, you are in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Right, so I want you to tell you, Tom Powers has already written you in, baby.
All right, I like to hear it.
Got a couple signings done today.
Yeah. We inked a few guys. Billy threw a bunch of names at me, and it's pretty good. I saw Ward Perkins. We saw we got Caps done, which was
today.
really good, and a couple other guys. I think Lexi Casilla we got done, and we're really close to Pavano. I think that's gonna happen.
Is that imminent?
I think so. I think it's really close. So that's a big one too for us.
Drew loves that one.
Are you happy with your bench right now, or would you like to see maybe another right-handed hitter added?
Well, you know what? You start looking at our bench with Tommy, and then you got Drew Butera off the bench, and you start looking at infielders, probably a Matt Tolbert, and it gets a little thinner. I'd like Repko out in the outfield. We need him. So there's really not much room here. Maybe one more outfielder. There's some guys we're bringing into camp that we're going to take a look at, and you know what? We'll see what happens. It's pretty close. But there's always that chance. If we sign Pavano, there's a possibility of some movement with some other pitchers too, and which could bring in some different type of players. So we'll see what happens. It's pretty exciting right now.
Hey, Joe, let's assume that Justin Morneau is going to be at Fort Myers, and all signs are pointing to that. What kind of extra work will he face with you and some of the other old Twins that come back from a hitting standpoint in terms of getting his swing back, considering he just didn't do a heck of a lot after July 7th?
Well, he's going to dictate that. We're going to see what he can do and go from there. He's still probably a ways away, in terms of being physically ready, but because he's been out for so long. But we're just going to have to take it kind of day to day and see what he can physically do, and then see how he is the next day, how his recovery is. So physically, he's probably going to be a little bit behind, but he'll catch up. He's a workaholic. He does everything right, and he knows how to prepare. It's not like it's his first rodeo, so we'll see how it goes.
You confident that he's going to be okay here, Gardy?
Yeah, everybody tells me everything's going along. He feels good. He's feeling great, and I think we all know it's going to be when we get on the field. Start playing a game, and you dive to the left and pick up a ball and flip it, and you slide into second base and all those things. And I think we all know that those are going to be the telltale signs in how he's going to do. But he feels good. The doctors are, told him do what you can do. Everything looks great. He's tested out. So, and the same way with Nathan. He's tested out. Everything's good. His arm's great. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, Jeff, were there horror stories that were shared to you before you entered the Caravan this winter?
Well, I actually went last year, so
Well, there you go.
kind of knew what to expect.
Okay.
But this was definitely a longer caravan in terms of driving distances.
Yeah. Drew, any horror stories that they try to spook you off by?
No, I've heard really good things about the Caravan, and they've all been true. So I'm having a great time. I'm freezing, but I'm having a great time.
Yeah, well, Twins fans around here, Gardy's had the reputation of facing some tough questions here in Fargo before, and being very honest and very blunt and very forward with your answers. So we always look forward to that, Gardy.
I can say Chrysler, can't I? I took myself up the creek a couple of times.
How was bird hunting this fall in South Dakota?
Oh, it was just phenomenal.
Isn't that crazy out there?
Joe went.
Did you
the
go
first
along,
time.
Joe?
I went twice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a thing we've done for since I've been on board to make the trip to the Aberdeen area and hunt a little bit. So it's fun. He makes it enjoyable and for all of us, and we always get a lot of birds.
Mm-hmm. White Sox and Tigers have been fairly busy this offseason, Gardy.
Yeah, they have.
Their acquisitions.
They're getting after it. And it's the same every year. Everybody talks about, well, these guys did this, they did that, and here we are. You start looking up, and they'll say, well, the White Sox are going to win. Detroit's second. Twins are third. They're with the balls. And you know what? We don't worry about it. We quit worrying about that stuff. We know that we're going to get ready in spring training, and it gets done on the field. And kind of figure out after the first, 50 games or so where you're at and what you need to do, and you go from there. And that's the way it works with this ball club, and we'll be fine. We've got a really good baseball team if we can get everybody healthy.
How satisfying was it for you personally, Gardy, to win the American League Manager of the Year award?
It was exciting. It's it's a kind of an award that my coach and staff works as hard as anybody in baseball, and they don't get enough credit. And so winning that award, you look at my coaching staff, how hard they work and how much they do, and the players on the field, and our organization, the fans, and it's a credit. And this is the way I look at it. We get credited for having a pretty good baseball team when you get an award like that. People are recognizing what we're doing, and I like that. I really like that. So it was satisfying for me. I finished second a number of times, which really didn't bother me. When you're getting noticed like that, that's pretty good. But my wife was pretty pumped up. She thought that she gets a bonus now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. She was really
in her personal contract.
She was happy.
Yeah, I'm sure she was. All right, guys, I know you've got a press conference coming up here shortly across the street, so we'll get over to that. Joe Vavra, hitting coach. Then there's Ron Gardenhire. And Twins pitcher Jeff Manship and Twins catcher Drew Butera. And we're still going to be selling tickets at the door, folks. So come on over, right across the street. The venue inside the hub, $8 to get a chance to hear from these gentlemen, watch the Twins 2010 highlight film, a ballpark meal, and much, much more. And Twins President Dave St. Peter will also be in attendance tonight, and also Chris Atterbury from the Twins Radio Network also on hand tonight. So, guys, thanks for taking time for stopping by here, and we'll head across the street. Brad?
All right,
Thanks, Hammer.
You betcha.